In this video, I'm going to go into a little further about receiving and giving in Tai Chi. So with partner work, when we have the person resisting us, or let's do it better, you grab me. The tendency is to focus right on the contact point and to push against the contact points. Don't let me push you over. Okay. So my focus is right there on the contact point, and I'm trying to push her mass against it. So we're clashing at that point. Last week I taught in our class that the first step is to receive at the point of contact. What do you feel?
Softness.
Yeah. And what did that do to you?
Well, it threw me for a loop.
Yeah. So what I'm doing there is every area that she's touching my skin, I'm becoming soft like a sponge. So I'm receiving at the point of contact. And that had that effect on her. And she softened, actually. So then when I'm going to deliver or issue force, I'm not going to issue it at the point of contact. It's sort of like I'm redirecting. So I'm receiving at the point of contact, and then I just simply issue through my elbow. Yeah, very nice. So that was the lesson from last week, right? We worked on that. Now we're going to do it a little bit more specifically. So let's change the drill up a little bit. You're going to put your fist up. Yes, like that. Now, the contact point is a little bit more centralized. And so I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm going to receive at that point of contact. But not only that, I'm going to in a very sensitive manner, they call this Ting, listening, I'm going to listen to the angle of her force or how she's pushing on me, the line or direction of her pressure. So you can press a little bit more. You can press more. Yeah, like you're going to go ahead and try to push me. So she has a tendency to push a little bit down. Can you hold that right there? Don't move. I'm going to come over here. So her angle is sort of this way. Her angle of force, go ahead and press against me like you were before. And so now I'm not only receiving at the point of contact, but I'm receiving her angle of force. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
What did that do to you?
It's disarming me.
Oh, what a great word. Disarming. Yeah, exactly. So go ahead and press into me again. So I'm reading her angle of attack. I don't like the word attack, but the angle of force. So not only am I absorbing and receiving over the contact point, but I'm also receiving her incoming angle of force. Yeah. And then when I issue, I'm going to issue from a completely different area, and I probably should issue in a different angle of her force. Wow. Yeah. So we're going to work on this a little bit more. I'll bring in a few more people, and we'll troubleshoot as we go along as well. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
We're going to call this person your supporter. They're the one that's going to resist. So the supporter has the fist, and they're pushing against you. Okay? Now, go ahead and resist against it. Okay. Step 2 is now push just as hard and receive at that point of contact. Okay. And what did that do to your partner?
I feel a little bit more relaxed, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. And then the third time, what I would like for you to do is, as they press, you read their line of force. Everybody's pressing down on me for some reason. Do you feel that?
Yeah, it's because you're short.
Is it because I'm short? Okay. And you're probably right. So he's doing kind of the same thing Sue did. It's down on a line like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now I'm going to receive your, yeah. What did that do?
I fell into it slightly.
Yeah, you fell into it.
Uh-huh.
That's right. You can press harder, so we have a little bit more positive. Now you changed your angle. Ooh, you feel that though?
Yes.
Did you feel it? What did it do to you? Ooh, I felt it. It was so cool.
I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, it's like something disappeared. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so your line of force started to go through me straight. Mm-hmm. I'm absorbing it. Yeah. One is, there you go. First one is I'm just pressing against that. I mean, it's a real harsh feeling for me. You know, it's like a concrete block, and you're strong. So now we'll do it again, and you press into me. Go ahead and press. So now I sort of soften and receive at that point. Do you feel what that did to you?
I did.
Yeah, and I don't know if you could see, but she started to bobble a little bit. Now go ahead and press again, and I'm reading where your force is, and I'm receiving more refined receiving in that direction of the force. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
I feel like I'm leaning forward.
yeah, you're leaning forward, and I'm not collapsing. Like collapsing would be like this, right? So even though she's pressing in, I just take the force really specifically along that angle. And then when I'm going to go ahead and deliver. You ready? When I deliver, then I'm just going to deliver from a different place. Like, meaning that I'm not delivering here. If I deliver here, I want to do it again. If I delivered here, it would do that.
Yeah.
That didn't work. So I receive, I'm reading her angle of force, and I receive that, and then I deliver through a different part. Meaning through my elbow or through my Ming Min or something like that. Okay? Once you start reading the line of your opponent's force, okay, go ahead and lean in towards me a little bit. There you go. Then you're taking that, I think you're taking it in like a flow of water. And if her flow of water is exactly this way, and I'm trying to receive it this way, then could you see that the water would just go, psh, it would spill like a wave coming up, clashing up against a cliff? Yes. Okay, so instead what I want to do is I receive at the point of contact, and then I read her force, and I receive right on the, yeah, wow. I feel a lot of energy. That's what I'm feeling right there. Do you feel that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So her line of force now becomes like a fire hose. So I'm taking that in, and that's really all I have to do to change. I just feel like I so have you.
You do.
Are you back there? Okay. Yeah. You okay with me? Go ahead. And now I'm going to issue from my elbows, not from here. So I'm just taking it, and then, yeah, I just very slowly. What did you feel? Explain.
Well, I felt initially when you were absorbing it, and I felt the connection between you and me when before you issued, I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was definitely off balance. I could tell that I was off balance.
Yes, and the other point to this too, I won't do it to you until we maybe practice a little bit, but we don't always have to repel them away, right? So
you could pull me in.
I could, like, truly, if I'm here, there's the contact point, and there is reading your force. Do you feel you're kind of falling in that? And then I could just
go forward.
Yeah, so it's like you fall into the hole, and then I release the support. Yeah. And I would stay in contact with you and take you down to the ground, but I won't do that. Yeah, okay,
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take the next step, which is the standing meditation posture. And this will then allow you to practice this even in your solo standing meditation, because you can just imagine somebody pressing on you and changing their force and practice the receiving of their force. So you'll get in your standing meditation, you'll get in song. If you don't know what, not you. Oh, sorry. If you're both in song, then you clash. I mean, it's a great problem to have that my students don't know how to turn their song off. I love that problem. But, so you're not in song. You're just pushing. You're just right. Okay. So I'm in song. They start to press. I receive at the point of contact. Same thing, but it's a smaller point of contact. Yeah, that already had effect on you. And then once you press, I read the direction that you're pressing. Yeah. And don't change it, because then I'm chasing it. There you go. Did you see you feel yourself go back? Yeah. And so then I can add a little bit more, but ideally, you won't have to add more. Ideally, the harder they press, the more likely you are, if you have everything dialed in, in your posture and at that point of contact, then the person will go back. Can we try it one more time
Sure.
and see if that works? So his trajectory, just so you know, is somewhat on a downward angle, kind of like, yeah, which is hard to deal with. No offense, but
I can push it.
well, it's because I'm short. Everybody wants to
I'll
hang.
push it right into you.
You want to push straight. When you do this as a partner drill, you want people to press straight through. So if I'm, right straight through. So you get right at the wrist joint, okay? In other words, don't be pressing on their hand because then the wrist will collapse. And so you're right there at the wrist joint, 2 fingers because we don't want to super overpower the person. This is a drill. And you want to then, go ahead and get in your Tai Chi, I'm sorry. Yeah, you want to go straight on a horizontal plane from where you're pressing straight through to the person. So you're not going to hang down, you're not going to angle up until you get a little more advanced. And then we can start adding those and you start to read where their force is, okay? Now. So I'm in song. Now, yeah, what happened just then?
I'm not sure. Something changed.
Yeah, did you feel your body? Did you all
Yes.
see anything over there? What'd you see? Speak up, tell me what you saw.
It was just a little shift, like a little.
Little bobble?
Little bobble,
Yeah, and so that was the first step. I was just absorbing his point of contact, which is a lot smaller than it was before. You can press a little harder now, and now I'm reading the angle of his contact. Do you see his legs? And there you can press harder. Keep pressing. Keep pressing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going back.
Yeah, keep going, keep going. Ah, right. Yeah, so your partner needs to stick with it and keep pressing and stick with it so that you get the feedback loop. If you did a great job, but some partners will not stick with it. They'll press, and as soon as they start to go, then they drop. Well, you want the complete feedback loop, so stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. One is the whole surface area where you're being touched, absorb. The second is read the angle, absorb that like the fire hose. And then the third was when you do issue, you're not going to need to issue a whole lot, and you want to issue from either the elbows or the Ming Men. If you have things dialed in and you shift your focus and you try to issue from the point of contact, you won't move the person. So that's the art of giving and receiving in a very refined way in